When he was out there on that field, you could tell he loves what he does.
Right now, a Northwoods League umpire killed in a car crash is honored ahead of tonight's Mallards game and remembered by his loved ones.
Plus, homes and structures lost in an 800-plus acre wildfire in central Wisconsin, what the DNR says is responsible for sparking that fire.
And more disruptions could be coming to Hollywood. A looming actors' strike could halt the industry further, with writers already on the picket line. That's all coming up at 10. Before the first pitch was thrown out at tonight's Madison Mallards game, there was a moment of silence honoring the Northwoods League umpire killed in a crash while traveling to work Sunday's game.
Our Catherine Merck shows us how Connor McKenzie made an impact both on the field and also on his friends.
His dream and passion was umpiring baseball.
For Stephanie Lightsey, her favorite part of going to a baseball game was what was happening behind the plate.
He was a great ump. I've watched him umpire games. So he knew exactly the game of baseball, that's for sure.
The Alabama native says her best friend Connor McKenzie, the umpire who died in a crash while traveling to a Madison Mallards game, was reliable, both in his job and as a friend.
Our family is going to be lost without him.
Connor had umpired for 350 league games over 5 seasons. The most games in Northwoods League history.
The Northwoods League umpire was remembered on Tuesday night at the first home game since his death.
Now please join us in a reflective moment of silence in honor of Connor McKenzie.
While Connor was honored with silence, Stephanie remembers the constant energy and excitement he brought into her life.
Whenever he walked in a room, he would just light up the whole room. I absolutely loved him. He was like my little brother.
As this baseball community remembers Connor, Stephanie says his place on the field looks different, but she says his present will still be as consistent as his commitment to the sport.
And I know he's going to say, hi, I got the best view of the Braves game and the Alabama Crimson Tide, and he's going to be a great guardian angel.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
It's election night in July, at least for some voters in Columbia County. Voters in the towns of Cortland and Fountain Prairie and the village of Cambria ousted a county supervisor in a recall election. In tonight's sole race for District 10, Supervisor challenger Derek Granquist defeated incumbent Adam Hahn, receiving 229 votes to Hahn's 154. Hahn told News 3 Now Monday the decision for a recall election came down to voter concerns related to large solar projects he supported.
8 firefighters were hurt while battling a wildfire burning in central Wisconsin last night. Just one was taken to a hospital and they've since been released. 7 others were treated at the scene before returning to fight what officials are calling the Pallet Fire, which originated southeast of Coloma in Waushara County. The DNR today saying it was started by a person burning debris over the weekend, but the burn pile reignited yesterday afternoon. The fire has now burned 830 acres. That's up from last night's estimate of 400 acres. But officials say it is 99% contained, which means 99% of the fire's perimeter has been surrounded by a control line that the fire will not jump. Dry conditions and strong winds of close to 20 miles an hour were the reasons for why that fire grew so quickly.
Without that wind driving that, it made it really, the wind driving is what made it hard to contain, and today's lower winds are what's going to help us keep this fire checked up and hopefully get it contained.
Well, we've learned 20 total structures were destroyed in the fire, 3 homes and 17 sheds and barns.
Well, check out some of these photos sent to us. This is of a small fire last night at Devil's Lake State Park. Fireworks were the cause, according to the DNR. Luckily, firefighters were able to put the fire out before it grew, burning just 3/4 of an acre. Warm, dry conditions through much of the state has led to increased fire danger risks, but it sounds like some relief may be on the way. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has how soon we could see rain next in his first foreign forecast.
Well, we'll probably see some rain either later tonight or during the day tomorrow. The question is how much. As we start out by taking a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, you can see we had clear skies this morning, just a few clouds popping up this afternoon, and then a little thicker cloud cover as we headed towards sunset, but certainly not enough to make any rain around here. Doppler track shows some showers moving through northern and central Wisconsin, showers and an isolated thunderstorm over parts of eastern Iowa, and some storms down to the south across Illinois. But right now, high-resolution radar shows some light showers moving into far western portions of Crawford County, right around Prairie du Chien, around the Mississippi River. 6-hour future track radar tries to bring some showers into parts of southern Wisconsin. We'll have to see how well they hold together. The other 6-hour future track radar shows a little more widespread coverage, so we'll hope that that can be the case. But right now, relative humidities are still around 45 to 55%, not very high, so some of that rain initially evaporating before it reaches the ground. High temperatures today, lower 80s through much of southern Wisconsin. Madison topped out at 82. We're at 68 right now, 71 degrees in Lone Rock. Across Dane County, still 70 in Mount Horeb and 68 degrees in Deerfield. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy overnight. We'll see some scattered showers, perhaps even a few thunderstorms. Low temperature dropping to 63. Later on, I'll show you how much rain we can expect and when the best chances for it will be.
Gary, thank you. A warning tonight from the Dane County Sheriff's Office to take your valuables out of your vehicles. It's reporting an uptick of car break-ins at parks around the county. 3 people reported their vehicles were broken into at dog parks in the town of Verona. A woman also reported her car window was smashed in, her wallet stolen at Token Creek County Park. That's in the town of Burke. Anyone with information on the break-ins is asked to call the Dane County tip line 608-284-6142. The Iowa County Sheriff's Office and Dodgeville police are investigating after 2 men were found dead in Dodgeville on Saturday. Officers and paramedics were sent to a home on Jamie Street just after 6:40 in the morning. There, they found a 29-year-old man dead. Then around 3:50 in the afternoon, officers and paramedics were called to an American hotel in the town of Dodgeville, and that's where a 33-year-old man was found dead. Officials cannot say yet if these 2 deaths are in any way connected. They say there's no danger to the public in connection with those deaths.
Well, back here in Madison, a proposal for a 12-story apartment building downtown would stand on the site currently occupied by Vintage Spirits and Grill. The new 12-story building would include commercial space on the first floor and 33 apartment units. The goal of the new building is to provide smaller scale housing for students with 2 4-bed units and 1 2-bed unit on each floor. An informal presentation on the project is set to be given to the city's Urban Design Commission tomorrow. If the project is ultimately approved, construction will begin next spring and wrap up in 2025. The popular reality show Top Chef returns for its 21st season on Bravo next year. And if you've never watched it and are looking for a reason, you now have one.
That's right. It's because the whole season will be filmed in Wisconsin, some of it right here in Madison. The upcoming season will also feature episodes shot in Milwaukee, and a lot of people are happy to see Wisconsin being featured here, including the governor, who in a statement says in part, quote, "We are honored to be able to welcome Top Chef to Wisconsin for its upcoming season. We're proud to be known here for our rich food culture, talented chefs, and exceptional local ingredients." Now, there's no timetable on when season 21 will premiere next year.
Milwaukee Summerfest was a rousing success this year. This festival saw a 40% increase compared to last year. And today, organizers announced the dates for next year's festival, which will follow the 3-weekend model it has used in recent years. Those weekends are June 20th through 22nd, June 27th through the 29th, and July 4th through the 6th. Well, with Hollywood writers on strike, actors could soon be joining them. If the Actors Union doesn't reach a deal with the major studios and streaming services by 11:59 tomorrow night, there could be a strike. The union wants protections from artificial intelligence being used to create characters by using actors' voices or likeness. With the writers' union already on strike, an actors' strike would bring most remaining productions to a halt. The last actors' strike was in 1980, which lasted 3 months.
The Georgia grand jury handling potential indictments against former President Donald Trump has been selected and sworn in. It took 3 hours to choose the Atlanta area panel. Trump is accused of trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election results in Georgia. A special grand jury has already issued a redacted report with charging recommendations. The new grand jury will use that to decide whether Trump should be indicted. Trump and his Republican allies have denied any wrongdoing. The person considered Trump's top political rival in next year's election visited southeastern Wisconsin tonight to hold a fundraiser with some powerful donors. Florida Governor 2024 presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis traveled to Lake Geneva and also to Heartland. National polls place him second behind the former president. But it's a different story in Wisconsin, where DeSantis is polling neck and neck with Trump. Political scientist Anthony Chergosky of UW-La Crosse says that's part of why DeSantis might be focused on getting Wisconsin's vote.
You know, I think at this point, the DeSantis team just needs some positive news. They need some positive vibes. And I think they can find that in Wisconsin, because a lot of key Wisconsin Republicans are hostile or skeptical when it comes to Donald Trump and are very eager for an alternative to Donald Trump.
Now, this is all ahead of the Republican presidential primary debate in Milwaukee next month, set for August 23rd.
A SWAT situation on the Vegas Strip today. A suspect now in custody after he barricaded himself inside Caesar's Palace with a potential hostage and began throwing stuff out the window. Police say a man broke a window on the 21st floor and just started throwing out items, including furniture. This incident started just after 9 a.m. local time when a man pulled a woman into a room by force and refused to open the door. SWAT team officers got into the room and took the suspect into custody. The woman, who police say was forced into that room by the suspect, is safe and with officers. Some parts of the hotel were evacuated, including the pool where the objects he threw out the window landed. More stories still coming on News 3 now at 10.
There is worry over an energy drink. It's known as Prime. What parents need to know about the influencer-created trendy drink that has U.S. lawmakers concerned. That story just ahead.
You're watching News 3 now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a 2023 Ford Escape or Edge and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
Jennifer Hudson Show.
I do a thing called Flirt Eyes.
Abbott Elementary's Janelle James will draw you in, honey.
Dang, girl. I pull them.
Then Below Decks, Captain Sandy Young.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Unity Point Health Meriter is opening a new admission unit to help make more beds available in its emergency departments. The new unit will be a medically monitored waiting area for adults who need to be admitted to the hospital but are waiting for an open bed. It'll care for between 4 to 8 patients at a time. The addition will also help ambulatory patients who may need an unscheduled admission to the hospital. A popular energy drink your kids may be asking you about has some lawmakers concerned.
Now, you may have heard of or seen Prime on store shelves. Maybe your child brought one home. It's one of the hottest trends of the summer for teenagers, but the influencer-created energy drink is facing growing scrutiny over those caffeine levels. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to investigate the product.
A 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola contains 34 milligrams of caffeine. An 8.4-ounce can of Red Bull has 80 milligrams of caffeine. A 12-ounce can of Prime, by contrast, contains 200 milligrams of caffeine. This is an eye-popping level of caffeine for a young kid's body.
Now, Prime on its website says its energy drinks are not recommended for children under 18, women who are pregnant or nursing, or individuals who are sensitive to caffeine.
The Biden administration is looking into how to make child care more affordable. Today, it released proposed measures hoping to achieve that. An executive order signed in April by the president would make changes to the federal Child Care and Development Block Grant Program. It would cap child care copays at no more than 7% of a family's income, and it would encourage states to waive copays for families at or below 150% of the poverty level. The goal is to make it easier for families to apply for aid and to make siblings of children who receive the subsidy eligible for benefits. Well, if you have any out-of-state friends or family who want to hunt or fish with you in Wisconsin, it is going to cost them a little extra now.
That's right. The Wisconsin DNR today announcing a price hike for hunting and fishing licenses. This is for non-residents. Here's a look at some of those fee changes, which range from $5 to $40. The increase was included in the state budget signed by the governor last week. Licenses for the 23-24 season are valid through the end of March. And a reminder, these fee increases are for out-of-state visitors only.
Scorching temperatures have sent people in the southeast to beaches to cool off, but not everyone is finding relief. That's because ocean temperatures are rising. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, reports the water temperature at one of its buoys near Key Largo, Florida, reached close to 97 degrees last night. That's little relief to beachgoers when the daytime high temperatures are about 10 degrees warmer.
I feel as if the water was pretty cold all the time. Like even in the summer on like some of the hottest days, you still would step into the ocean and feel like, whew, and get that it's pretty cold, but now it feels kind of like a heated pool.
Meteorologists say the ocean temperature is about 4 to 5 degrees warmer than normal across the Gulf of Mexico and Southwest Atlantic, so people don't really feel cooler when they step into the surf, only wetter.
And in the Northeast, intense rainstorms are leaving entire neighborhoods ravaged by extreme flooding. This drone video is from Montpelier, Vermont, which received a record-setting 5.28 inches of rainfall yesterday, according to the National Weather Service. We'll take this video full so you get a better look here. This is just some of the drastic flooding statewide there, as some areas recorded 9 inches of rain. Across Vermont, there has been more than 100 people rescued now. Fortunately, no injuries or deaths have been reported, although emergency officials say the response is still in its earliest of stages. So Gary's back now with our first warn forecast. Of course, we don't need anything like that, but we certainly wish we could get some rain, Gary.
Keep saying it over and over. We have the haves and the have-nots. They were too much the haves, and we're too little of the have-nots. Take a look at some of these rainfall estimates over the last week over parts of New England. This area basically from northeastern Pennsylvania around Philadelphia to around the New York City area, and then up into eastern New York and parts of New Hampshire and Vermont. There are many areas in here that picked up between 5 inches and more than 10 to almost 12 inches of rain. So that's the area that really got hammered. And then you go a couple hundred miles to the west, like out over Lake Ontario, and almost no rain fell. Here in southern Wisconsin, over the last 7 days, most of our rain fell in some thunderstorms a few days ago across parts of south central Wisconsin, a good inch to inch and a half. That's about normal for this time of year across Madison, Dane County. But notice, far northwestern Dane County out toward the Wisconsin River, little or no rainfall over the same time period. Now we're watching some light showers moving in from the west, just to the north of Prairie du Chien. Some of these, maybe a little heavier shower there, but boy, you know, will these hold together? Hard to say. At this point, the first batch of showers is kind of weakening. We're going to watch for more development out to the west later on, and that will come through here later tonight and tomorrow morning, probably bringing us our best chances for rain. 6-hour future track radar from one of the shorter range computer models shows clusters of showers and storms developing out to the west, and this is what we're watching for. That'll be moving eastward and making it into southern Wisconsin sometime after about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and then moving through about noon, whereas take a look at the other future track model. The first batch of showers is kind of fizzling out. Maybe a little more activity out to the west, but not nearly as much. So we'll have to wait and see. Severe weather threat for tomorrow, highest to our south. I think cloud cover will keep our temperatures down enough that we don't have to worry about severe weather, but the rainfall is what we could use. Generally between about an inch and a half, according to most of the computer models right now, but there are spots to the north and to the south that could see a lot less. So depending on where that band of heavier showers and isolated thunderstorms ends up, that will determine who are the haves and who are the have-nots. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll see some showers and some thunderstorms as well, with the best chances probably tomorrow morning. And then warm weather arrives on Thursday, and by the end of next week, we're looking at hot weather with high temperatures around 90 degrees. So for tomorrow, mostly cloudy, some showers, perhaps a few thunderstorms, high temperature at 73 degrees. On future track, this begins at midnight tonight. Again, that first batch of showers kind of fizzles out. 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, we're watching that next batch come in from the west. This gives us our best chances for rain. That will continue through the morning hours. Here's noon, moving east of Madison. Cloud cover keeping temperatures in the upper 60s, but a little sunshine perhaps later in the afternoon gets us up into the lower 70s. We'll dry for the afternoon, the early part of the evening, and then another batch of showers and thunderstorms comes through around midnight tomorrow night. Clears out of the way on Thursday in the morning. Clouds in the morning give way to sunshine in the afternoon, and temperatures jump right back up into the lower 80s by the time we get into Thursday afternoon. Rainfall amounts, again, where the heavier showers and thunderstorms go, we could be looking at an inch, 1.5 inches. Some places locally 2 inches or more, whereas other places, ½ inch, quarter of an inch, maybe even less than that. Again, it just depends on where those heavier showers and storms track. Our first warn 7 to 10 day forecast, getting some sunshine back on Thursday gets us back into the lower 80s. We're in the mid 80s for the weekend. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. A little better chance Friday afternoon. Most of next week will be dry. Temperatures by the end of the week in the lower 90s. Just a slight chance of a thunderstorm Thursday and Friday.
And still to come, Forward Madison doing something they've never done before. What first place in July means to the Mingos. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Want it? Here's the number.
Call 833-784-4999 to get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
Which helps me run all of this easily. Kids checkups? Scheduled. Work? Bust. Treat dispenser? Treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer. Work.
Switch to Spectrum One. 300 megabit internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security.
Spectrum One. Gets it done.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-784-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a store today.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose Flex Buy on a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 Flex Buy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Some commitment videos are just better than others. This one would be one of those videos, and not just because of the view. The last guy staying dry is, of course, wearing Wisconsin gear, meaning the Hawaii to Madison pipeline was up and running as Anelu Lafayette officially committed to the University of Wisconsin, and the Badgers are getting a good one. He's ranked the 21st edge rusher in the country and the #2 prospect in the state of Hawaii. Lafayette called Nick Herbig one of his biggest role models and said he watches film of Herbig almost every night to try and mirror what he does on the field. It's been the summer of the Watts. JJ retired and then became a minority order of an English soccer club, while TJ and Derek both had their high school jerseys retired. But it gets better. The three will be featured on a Wheaties box. JJ and TJ landed on the cover, becoming the first brother duo to do so in Wheaties history. And then the three Watts, of course, are looking dapper in tuxes on the back. The limited edition box will be released in August. Right now, you can't find a better team in the USL League One than your Forward Madison Flamingos. They've won 4 of their last 5, and for the first time in team history, they're in first place this late in the season. But the Mingos aren't satisfied because there's still a lot of soccer left to be played, and they know just because they're playing well right now doesn't mean they're guaranteed to stay there.
Being up towards the top is better than being at the bottom. It's still early to get too excited about it because it's such a bottleneck in the table. 6 points between first place and out of the playoffs, so we've still got a lot of work to do. Things are clicking, and obviously when you're in that moment, you kind of want to ride the wave. It's continuing to focus on the things that we want to do, the way we want to play, how we want to defend, how we want to attack, not getting too focused on the results.
Speaking of first place teams, the Mallards entered as the top team in the Great Lakes West, hosting the Rafters. Tonight, down 4-0 in the 7th, looking for some magic, and Tucker Jackson says abracadabra. He finds some green grass in right field to score 1, but it was too little too late. Mallards fall 4-2 the final. And on the ice, the Rangers have locked up Keandre Miller for a couple more years. The former Badger agreed to a 2-year contract extension with the franchise worth over $7.7 million. Miller's coming off his best year in the NHL, where he posted 9 goals, 34 assists, and 43 points, all of which are career highs. We're back after this.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together, maybe go on a ride together, see stuff together, or do something different altogether. Wisconsin Dells, come together. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you'll love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off with special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Now through July 19th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations worldwide and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th. That's how we do.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Why didn't we do this last year?
Before you were preventing migraine with Qulipta? Remember the pain, canceled plans, the worry?
That was then. And look at me now. You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making 0 migraine days possible. It's the only pill of its kind that blocks CGRP and is approved to prevent migraine of any frequency, to help give you that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic to Qulipta. Most common side effects are nausea, constipation, and sleepiness. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Qulipta, the forget you get migraine medicine.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Well, before we go, the Wisconsin State Fair is building up anticipation ahead of its return next month. This year, there will be more than 100 new food options available, including what you are looking at. Chocolate-covered Flamin' Hot Cheetos. The real question is, what hits first? The sweet, the salt, or the spice?
They're all at once. You can wash it all down with cotton candy lemonade, a drink and a cloud of cotton candy on top. It is every State Fair kid's dream. Look at that.
Oh, but wait, there's more. And if you're feeling adventurous, how about a brownie topped with bugs? The Bug Brownie on a stick pairs a chocolate brownie with chocolate frosting, candy corn, and then ants, crickets, worms, and even a scorpion.
Like real ones?
That's what I want to know. Aaron, you feel free to chime in anytime. The Wisconsin State Fair returns to West Allis August 3rd to see what other treats and oddities are being served up. You can look for this story on channel3000.com.
That's pretty
I remember when it was chocolate-covered bacon. And that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And that didn't work very well. So I'm not going to try the bugs.
Bacon always works well.
Not chocolate-covered bacon.
Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10, folks.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.